G'day YouTube, look who's come back. Here, Dyson, come on, come on, come on. Yesterday, a bit before 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I decided to try and irrigate this fella's wound because there were maggots in it. Now there may be maggots in it now, I don't know, we'll find out. There are not. That's good. So anyway, I irrigated the wound and that stirred the maggots up, and the maggots had apparently eaten through the necrotic tissue and got down to live flesh, and as you can see there are flies on it now. So I'm hoping he'll go back over and sit in his ash pile, but obviously yesterday's irrigation hurt him enough that he got up and he hopped off about 10 metres, and my thoughts were to come and get a bit of bread and a biscuit and come back and feed him and settle him down. When I came back out, he had disappeared completely. I have no idea where he went, but I couldn't find him within 200 metres, and I thought he'd wandered off to die on his own. However, here he is, he's back. The foot's not looking good, but it's perhaps better than it looked yesterday. Anyway, I am going to give it another squirt now, because this is where he expects to be squirted. He comes here, he knows he's going to be irrigated, because when he was in the pouch, he saw his mother do it every day. Dyson, you want some of this? Okay, boss. Squirting the wound now. Now my theory is that a bullet has gone through from left to right. There's nothing sharp enough that he could have jumped on or landed on. There are no bear traps or anything else. It's also possible that it was a sprain and he has bitten the back off it because it was hurting so much and he was, I don't know. There we go. It's now starting to feel it. So I'll wet the leg down and hopefully that'll get him to lick the whole thing. That's a good boy. Thank you for standing still. For that you get another bit of bread and a biscuit. So, apparently the king parrots who came for a visit yesterday were visiting him on his sick bed rather than saying goodbye on his deathbed. At least that's my theory and I'm sticking to it. So, young fella, you coming back's the best news we've had today, because Mrs. Whitetail showed up this morning with no Joey. So Mrs. Whitetail's son may have succumbed to the predators, and we know there are predators around because that shit is a pile of cat shit and it was fresh here yesterday morning. So roundabouts and swings and life goes on. Want a bicky? No? Okay. As you can see, he can hop one-footed. And good on you, Dyson. Settle down back over there on your ash pile. That's a boy. You're all right. Okay. So yesterday, he let the flies blow it and the maggots ate away all the dead tissue. Then I hit it with strong salty water and that made the maggots go away, and he's hopped away and spent the night moving, and it wasn't fly blown this morning. then he's let me irrigate it. And now he's digging himself a daybed. And he's sticking it in the ashes again. See, he's burying both his feet. So I'm hoping that between Saline Irrigations and this charcoal ash treatment that he's come up with, I'm hoping that he's going to come good. If we can just cover over the defect, even if he's got a stiff ankle that doesn't work properly, he's still got a life in front of him. There we go. Look at him turning around backwards to drag his sore foot into the ash. And his sore foot's on the bottom. Good, isn't it? Dyson's back. And he's treating himself again. Thank you for coming back, Dyson. Oh, you're a good boy. Yes, you are. And whatever goes wrong with the life of the arsehole who shot you, I'm sure they bloody deserve it. Whatever goes wrong in their life. You're a good boy. Okay, now I'm going to come and give you some bickies. Okay. You tuck it there where you can reach it. Oh, yes, yes, I know. Well, I don't know. Maybe it was the bloody king parrots who told you to do this. But it's working. At least I think your foot looked better today than it did yesterday. Okay, you have a rest. Warbles on a lot to YouTube from the marsupial orthopedic ward. Ciao.